Hey everyone, something a little different today. Rather than a product review, I wanted to walk through the peripherals I've been using so far this year. Outside of testing new gear, this is a setup I keep coming back to, the peripherals that have really stuck with me. I've already covered a few of these in separate videos, but I thought it would be helpful to bring everything together in one simple roundup. Starting with my mouse of choice, the HitScan Hyperlight. I went into detail on this one in a recent review, so if you're after a deeper dive, definitely check that out. But to summarize, I own quite a few mice, and honestly, I might even perform slightly better with some of them, like the OP1 or the Fenrir Max, but for me, comfort is key. The Hyperlight is one of the few mice that never cramps my hands while still letting me play at a decently high level. It's also incredibly light at just 42 grams, and the performance holds up, with click latency that competes with the likes of the Viper V3 Pro and the Ultralight X. What keeps me using it though, is how natural it feels in the hand. It's one of those mice that just disappears when I'm playing. It feels like an extension of my arm. I can use it for hours without any discomfort. And sometimes, when I want something more dialed in, I switch over to the MM8K, a 20-gram fingertip mouse built on the OP1 AK PCB. It supports up to 8K polling rate and has excellent click latency. I don't use it every day, but it's a fun option to have. Next up is the mousepad I've been using the most lately, the Artisan Key 83 Mid. I actually picked this up after watching Pingu's video on it, and what really sold me on it is how consistent the glide was in all directions. I wanted something that offered the same glide no matter which direction I moved in, like a glass pad, just without the usual trade-offs. And yeah, it also has the typical Artisan premium feel, one of those mousepads you really can't go wrong with. To complement that, I used the Midori Bamboo compression sleeve, worn inside out. The reverse material has a better glide on the Key 83, and it reinforces that sense of consistency. For audio, I'm using Sennheiser HD 560s. I switched over after using the Moondrop Arias for a couple years, but I never found the IEMs comfortable. Even with different tips, the fit wasn't just right. As for the 560s, they are a very inoffensive pair of headphones. The sound profile is relatively flat with a balanced treble, and they're comfortable enough to wear for long sessions without any discomfort. I also really like the open back design, it gives a more natural soundstage, which is great for both games and just general use. All of that is connected to the Audient Evo 4. It handles both my headphones output and XLR mic input. It's compact with a minimal design and has been quite reliable. It's a type of audio interface that does what it needs to do and just stays out of the way. For the mic, I use a Fifine K68 with XLR, though it also supports USB. I paired it with the Behringer inline booster to help the Evo 4 with a bit more headroom on the gain. And all of that is mounted to the Fifine low profile boom arm, which I prefer the traditional over the desk mount. It keeps the setup clean and doesn't block the monitor during use. And rounding out my setup is the NuFi Air 60HE, a 60% low profile keyboard with Hall effect switches. What sets it apart from other 60% in the category is the profile. I haven't seen many low profile Hall effect boards, and with this level of build quality. The switches and stabilizers come pre-lubed, the typing feel is great, and honestly there's nothing to complain about. I own other Hall effect keyboards like the Wooting 60HE, but this is the one that stayed in my rotation the most. So that's the current setup. I didn't go over the monitors since they're nothing special. Just a 1440p 180Hz IPS panel from ASRock and a 1080p 144Hz TN panel from MSI. Even though I'm always rotating through new gear for the channel, these are the peripherals I consistently come back to. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the content, feel free to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.